Welcome to our presentation on the Roman Civil War, 49 to 45 BCE. This war was a defining moment in Roman history, as it led to the downfall of the Republic and the rise of Julius Caesar as Rome's dominant ruler. Understanding this conflict is crucial to seeing how the events in Julius Caesar unfold. In 49 BCE, the Roman Senate, under the influence of Pompey, ordered Julius Caesar to disband his army and return to Rome as a private citizen. This was an attempt to weaken Caesar, as returning without his army would leave him vulnerable to his political enemies. Instead of obeying, Caesar crossed the Rubicon River with his army, an act of treason that effectively declared war on the Senate. According to legend, he declared, "Aliae acta est," the die is cast. This bold move forced Pompey and the Senate to flee Rome, allowing Caesar to take the city without resistance. With Rome under his control, Caesar turned his attention to Pompey, who had fled to Greece with his forces. The two sides met in 48 BCE at the Battle of Pharsalus, where Caesar's experienced and loyal troops decisively defeated Pompey's larger army. Following his defeat, Pompey escaped to Egypt, hoping for support. However, Pharaoh Ptolemy XIII, seeking to gain favor with Caesar, had Pompey assassinated as soon as he arrived. When Caesar reached Egypt, he was horrified by Pompey's murder, but soon became involved in Egyptian politics, siding with Cleopatra VII and helping her secure the throne. Pompey's assassination was a turning point in the war. With his main rival dead, Caesar now had to eliminate the remaining resistance from Pompey's allies. While in Egypt, he became romantically involved with Cleopatra and secured her position as queen. However, he still had to deal with Pompey's remaining supporters, who had regrouped in North Africa and Spain. Even though Pompey was gone, many of his allies and his sons continued to fight against Caesar. In 47 BCE, he defeated the last senatorial forces in North Africa at the Battle of Thapsus. However, the final battle took place in 45 BCE, when he faced Pompey's sons, Gnaeus and Sextus Pompeius, in Spain at the Battle of Munda. The battle was intense and closely contested, but Caesar ultimately triumphed. Gnaeus Pompeius was killed, and Sextus Pompeius fled. This marked the end of the civil war, leaving Caesar as the undisputed ruler of Rome. With his enemies defeated, Caesar returned to Rome and was named dictator for life in 44 BCE. He enacted several reforms, including expanding the Senate and granting citizenship to more people. However, many senators feared that he was becoming a king in all but name. This growing fear led to the formation of a conspiracy to assassinate him, culminating in his murder on the Ides of March. The civil war solidified Caesar's dominance, but also made him a target. The Senate feared that Rome was no longer a republic, but a monarchy under Caesar's rule. This fear drove the events in Julius Caesar, as Brutus, Cassius, and the other conspirators believed they were saving Rome from tyranny. However, as history shows, Caesar's assassination did not restore the Republic, it only led to further conflict and the rise of the Roman Empire. Thank you for following along with this presentation. Now that we've explored the Roman Civil War, we can better understand the political and personal motivations that drive the characters in Julius Caesar.